It has been forever since we've done an upload, and you're probably wondering what the heck happened to us. If you recall, last year we were uploading because we finally closed on the family farm and we were revitalizing it and documenting our journey of getting it back to being an operational farm. And we had to stop. And I'm going to cover why we had to stop. And it's pretty cool. It's a good story, but I'm going to cover why. And also in this video, I'm going to document us getting through my favorite part of the farm and reopening the original driveway to the farm. This farm is almost 100 years old, and the original driveway to it goes through a beautiful set of trees, goes past an old red barn, and then through a tunnel of giant trees that I have no idea what they are. But right now, the forest overgrew it and took it back over, and we couldn't get through. And over the winter, even though I haven't been documenting it, I've been slowly working my way back and cleaning out the woods so there isn't a fire hazard, but also to make the driveway operational again. And we're gonna get all the way through today. But before we get going on that, I need to go get my favorite helper to give me a hand. All right, thank you for helping me today, and our mission is getting through the rest of the woods to open up the driveway. We're gonna head out there right now, and what I need you to help me with is I'm gonna cut the trees down that have grown up in the lane or the driveway, and you're gonna put them in the truck as I cut them down, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll burn them, and if we're lucky, by the end of the day, we'll be able to get all the way through the driveway. Deal?
Deal.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Before I start cutting some of them, you can start putting these sticks in the back, okay?
Like I start putting.
Yep, like that stuff, yep, put it right in the back. Oh no. Hopefully it turns on. There we go, okay, ready? Here we go. Yep, and then put those right in the truck. So it has been, I don't even know how many years since we've been able to access this part of it. When my mom and dad stopped farming, you know, they kind of gave up on a lot of stuff, and keeping this as a pathway was one of them. But through the woods has always been one of my favorite parts of the farm. And this was, as I said, the original driveway for the farm. And with this farm being almost 100 years old, we want to bring it back to its originalness. So we're going to get this back open. So one of the ways, oh, good dancing. One of the ways that we get rid of all the stuff that we pull out of the woods is I burn it. And thankfully the weather has been cooperating lately where we can burn as much as possible. So we got the first load of the trees out. We'll use that to get this fire started, and then we'll start cutting up the bigger stuff and hauling it out also. I typically do not like to burn much past spring unless it had just rained or is going to rain. It's really dry around here. But seeing we're on agricultural lands, we're kind of protected if in case anything were to happen, as long as we're not idiots and, you know, do a massive fire in the middle of a drought with 30-mile-per-hour wind. I'm struggling to get this started. So I said I would explain what happened. So last year, we closed on the farm. We moved back out here. This is where I grew up. We moved out of the quote-unquote city. It's a little more rural. We're on 21.5 acres. And there's a pool here and outdoors and all that. And we had moved from living right on top of our neighbors, essentially. And on top of our corporate jobs, we had a successful venture that we were running for a couple of years. And we were essentially nonstop. And we were swimming last year. I hadn't swam in like 2 or 3 years. I hadn't seen the lake in a couple of years. My son and I, we were riding our bike down to the lake. We were taking bike rides. We were mountain biking again. We were swimming. We were doing all kinds of stuff. And we were still revitalizing the farm, but just throwing on vlogging on top of it, we took a break. And that's what we were doing. It was nothing too crazy. And I don't think we got as much done as I would have liked, but it was good to take a break, take a deep breath, decompress, and just enjoy ourselves instead of always go, go, go. We stopped one venture and we immediately started another, and we promised ourselves we want to do it. But once again, we didn't realize that the farm was a possibility. So now I feel good and rested. Corporate job is still super busy, but I love that. And now when I get home, I can start working out here and revitalizing. So blueberries as planned, but we have a different idea that we're going to approach or take, and I'm going to share that and vlog that journey as we get through. But over the next couple of weeks as the weather goes, we probably have 2 months until we plant. It'll still be beautifying and getting rid of as much wood on the farm as possible. The barn behind me, the camera, if you can follow me, that barn there, we need to fix the roof, or continue to fix the roof. We need to plug all the holes. We need to put a different door on it. We're going to paint it. We're going to make it nice on this inside, get all the rodents out, and make it where we can put stuff in there. We've got some wells. We have some cool stuff that we're going to be vlogging and sharing. But biggest thing is we want you along for the journey. But let's get back to this right now. So let's get this fire built up. Let's get this load taken care of, and let's get back in the woods and start getting some of the big stuff out of here. Okay. Yes, I remember the orange robofish. I think I'm going to do it a little bit different. Watch out. Let's see if we can get all of this out. We'll start with the stuff on the bottom. Got a lot of it. The wind, it's not like a gazillion miles per hour, but it's a little windier than I'd like. Everything is still pretty wet. I don't think I'm going to pile this up as quite as big as I thought. Might just get a good pile going here. Just enough to keep it going. And we'll work on getting everything out of the woods and then burning this when we're out here. We're not too far from where the fire is, so it's not, I am leaving it unattended, but not too crazily unattended. So we'll just get this about to right here. Yes, my love. Oh, so we were out dropping a load off, went out to the woods, tried to fire up the chainsaw, and for the first time in the entire time I've owned this, it will not start. I don't know what's going on. Can you back up a second? I'm going to try to start it. It doesn't seem like it's getting spark almost. I've had it flood before, but usually a couple, 10, 15 minutes, and it clears itself out. I don't know what's up with it. It's kind of frustrating. But the good news is I have a John's Red. John's Red? Not sure how you say that. And a brand new Archer blade. I've been getting these from a local supply store for the steel there. And these chains are amazing. This John's Red, whatever. It's actually my mom's chainsaw. So I picked up some new chains for her. And hopefully she doesn't mind that we use this, because we really want to get through those woods, right, bud?
Yeah.
And we need a chainsaw for where we're at, and we're so close we can taste it. So let's see if I can get this untangled. I always struggle with this. What am I missing, dude?
I don't know. Wait, you almost got it.
I know. Oh!
Yay!
Success. Let's get this chain to just cover off. Ew, look at all that junk. And if we look at the teeth, see this? It's backwards. Is it backwards? Want the teeth coming at us. I think that's right. And then we'll get it around the base. Oh no.
The inside of the chainsaw looks weird.
Yes, it does. There's really not a lot to it. And I feel like when we got the... Oh, nope. Okay. For a second there, it was like we did not get the right length. There we go. Okay, now...
Now to let me flow.
There we go.
Now you just need to tighten it?
Now I just need to tighten it and hope that we can get it started.
Wait, you just need to tighten it?
Oh, thank you. Fill it up with some gas and oil. And we'll go cut the next trees. We don't want to saw too late. Our neighbor, his house is pretty close, very close to this driveway. He's a nice guy from what we can tell. And
yeah, it's a very nice farm.
a very nice farm.
And a very nice house.
And a very nice house. And we just don't want to, saw too late or too early next to his house. But it's only 3:20. So we got plenty of time.
Wait, Dad. Have we been outside for the whole morning?
I've been outside for a while. Oh, look at that bug. Shoe bug. I don't want you to die. That's how you can tell it's warm. There's bugs coming out already. So we're making some really good progress. It's still a little windy, but nothing crazy. And this stuff has been buried under leaves and has been absorbing moisture for probably 10, 20 years. And thankfully, it's not getting too big due to how wet it is. And yeah, we're making good progress. I think we've done probably, what do you think, 10 loads so far, give or take?
Yeah.
And mainly what we're pulling out is all the sassafras that's very predominant in our area, that's growing in the lane. Pulling all the sassafras out. And then this stuff that's, you know, maybe this size, that's laying right alongside the lane, we're pulling that out also. Making some good progress. All right, we didn't quite make it as far as we wanted to today, but if you look behind me, the path goes just to the right side of the barn, and then the tunnel of trees that we would drive through is right there. So we're getting close. It's just load after load after load of wood and trees that we're hauling out that I don't want to bore you with. So we got a lot of exciting content coming up this summer and spring. I'll probably keep it limited when it comes to this kind of stuff just because it's cutting, burning, yada yada. You've seen enough of that. But as always, thank you for watching. Please share, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.